If you'd like, I was asked to mention that there are some Hanover Wind CDs over at the Roxbury table. If you would like, you can avail yourselves, $10 a piece. And we saw Carol and Mathew before, but there are several Roxbury members of the Wind Symphony. Perhaps before we restart, let's ask our Roxbury folk to stand and be recognized. How cool is that? Aaron Copeland's Lincoln portrait remains one of the most recognized and enduring of the Lincoln musical memorials. By capturing a complex man in a masterful work of imposed simplicity with quotes by Lincoln, Copeland has created in Lincoln Portrait a musical image of Abraham Lincoln that perhaps, like Lincoln himself, also belongs to the ages. Tonight, we will perform an excerpt of this great piece. Let's listen to what Mr. Lincoln has to say. This is what he said. This is what Abraham Lincoln said. Fellow citizens, we cannot escape history. We of this Congress and this administration will be remembered in spite of ourselves. No personal significance or insignificance can spare one or another of us. The fiery trial through which we pass will light us down in honor or dishonor to the latest generation. We, even we here, hold the power and bear the responsibility. This is what he said. This is what he said. The dogmas of the quiet past are inadequate to the stormy present. The occasion is piled high with difficulty, and we must rise with the occasion. As our case is new, so must we think anew and act anew. We must disenthrall ourselves, and then we shall save our country. This is what he said. This is what he said. It is the eternal struggle between these two principles, right and wrong, throughout the world. It is the same spirit that says, you toil and work and earn bread, and I'll eat it, no matter in what shape it comes. Whether from the mouth of a king who seeks to bestride the people of his own nation and live by the fruit of their labor, or from one race of men as an apology for enslaving another race. It is the same tyrannical principle. This is what he said. This is what he said. As I would not be a slave, so I would not be a master. This expresses my idea of democracy. Whatever differs from this, to the extent of that difference, is no democracy. This is what he said. And this is what he said. From these honored dead we take increased devotion to that cause for which they gave the last full measure of devotion. That we here highly resolve that these dead shall not have died in vain. That this nation, under God, shall have a new birth of freedom, and that government of the people, by the people, for the people, shall not perish from the earth. That is what he said. That is what Abraham Lincoln said.
Ladies and gentlemen, the voice of the Hanover Wind Symphony, Dr. James Sodt.